Hello, about this latest video about Cardano. In this video I want to talk about the latest Cardano price developments, latest price moves, news, and what's coming for Cardano in terms of price. I mean, what could be coming. And also I want to talk about the Bitcoin chart briefly, also Ethereum, because we normally look at least at the Bitcoin price or the Ethereum price or both if we take a look at Cardano as well, because you know these moves are oftentimes related. For example, Cardano price moves are oftentimes related to Bitcoin and Ethereum, not always, but oftentimes, which is why the trend is very important. So I normally want to take a look at them as well, which we are doing in this evening video here. At least it's evening here in the UK. Tomorrow is a very important date for Cardano. We will find out tomorrow when smart contracts will go live on the Cardano blockchain. That will be very significant. I can't wait. Don't even know if I can sleep tonight. I've been talking about that this is a very important week now. Well, since the weekend, before actually these pumps have happened, I said that this would be one of the most important weeks for Cardano, and it turned out to be one of the most important weeks because first of all, we had these pumps, we moved through two major resistance levels, and we also get this final update, which obviously I didn't know about on the weekend, but it just makes this week even more important. And I can't wait, obviously, when we get that update, I will update you. No idea if I'll be on time, and because I don't know when that update will be announced. Chances are it will be at some point here in the UK, at least in the afternoon. But we'll see. I will update you as soon as I hear about it, and we'll talk about what that means. Obviously, I can't predict if the community will like the proposal or not. No idea. So it is hard to predict what will happen. I would say if the community is overwhelmed, then the price might even shoot up. If the community, if it is what they expect, or if it is okay, sort of end of August, beginning of September, then the price will probably stay the same. There might be a sideways move for a few days maybe, because we've had that pump already in anticipation of what's coming. And obviously if the community is disappointed, which I don't think the community will be, because Charles already said that he thinks the community will be happy about it, I believe then the price could go down, but I don't think that will happen because I believe the community will be happy with the date that will be announced. But a slight consolidation today, which is very healthy, which I also talked about in previous videos, that must be coming. I mean, most people talk about that when the prices just pump like they did. But something significant happened. I said previously that the 200-day moving average that you can see here, this is the Bitcoin chart, by the way, daily Bitcoin chart, and I just want to show you what I said in previous videos, that this 200-day moving average line, in my opinion, would be thought about. So we have, it is an important resistance level. Now it's acting as support, and there is a lot of battling about the price because it is such an important level. And I said it in previous videos various times that I think there will be some price action around this for a little while, and we are seeing that at the moment. At the moment, the price is even below the 200-day moving average, which is not great, but it all depends on, do we close below it, and will it then become resistance again or not? I hope we will close above it, and I'll update you on that tomorrow. Everything else looking okay. Ethereum, I just wanted to point out something very significant actually, and I saw that today, it just jumped out. This is so funny. Look at this price action here, where Ethereum just moved up and then it just never went through this one level here. This is so funny, 3174. Very interesting. I mean, it went through, but it didn't close. The candle didn't close above this level. It basically for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, and today we're here. But for 5 days, it hasn't closed above this level. Very, very interesting. I don't know why it's such an important resistance level, but it probably was one before, and but I actually can't see it really. I need to have a closer look at the chart, but it's just something that jumped out to me. Just wanted to mention it really, because what is so significant is that we could see that Ethereum and Cardano normally move together very, very closely, even more closer than, in my opinion, Bitcoin and Cardano does. But generally everything's looking positive. Slightly in the overbought territory, but actually moved out of the overbought territory now. But I don't want to talk too much about Ethereum. You're interested in Cardano, and we're taking a look at Cardano now. We see that we're moving towards 180 again, which is really nice. in this in my lunchtime update that I gave you, talked about that it was very interesting that we actually haven't moved below the important resistance level that was here. Yeah, so that is one that we had before, that I pointed out before, and we have sort of defended that so far. So I assumed in this lunchtimes video that we hopefully wouldn't go below the 170, and it seems like we're holding that. It seems like we're still in overbought territory, which is why we obviously see that correction. And I talked about that in previous videos, that whenever that happens, that I need to move that up. Whenever the RSI indicator here is actually in overbought territory, that in the past, normally after that happened, we can see a little bit of a consolidation, but it doesn't mean that we necessarily need to see a huge consolidation. So for example, we were here, that was the all-time high, you can clearly see that here, and we were in overbought territory. And even before, so when that that came into the overbought territory, and we still had a green candle, but people who became careful then possibly sold or sold some of it and could then actually get out before the price dropped. So that's why I really like the RSI. It really helps you see before a price could go down. I mean, even here we moved into overbought territory and we still had green candles, so it was clear warning, and people who sold here could make some profit because after that the price dropped. Yeah, so it doesn't mean just because we're in overbought, it doesn't mean it necessarily need to be a sell-off, but it gives an indication. If you are not greedy and you are, maybe a day trader or a swing trader, then you can get some, you can sell here. That's a point that, taking, into consideration other indicators as well, or oscillators, that can give you some guidance. But I don't sell because even if we're in overbought territory, I don't care, because I believe it's very hard to time the market anyway, especially crypto. And I'm not a day trader. I work full time, so I don't have time to do that. And I'm holding for the long term anyway. I constantly accumulate and stake then my ADA coins. But also here the MACD, even more bullish, same as this morning. What I actually want to do in this video, not just update you as I normally do, I want to bring something in which I just want to show you, which I think is quite interesting. And it is the Fibonacci retracement extension. In this lunchtimes video, I talked about Fibonacci retracement, talked about where we could go down to, and we can clearly see that this level where we are currently at, this 170 or 168, and I showed you that already in the video before that I did today, that this is a resistance level. It is the 168.5, and in previous videos I said 170, but it's pretty much a zone. But here we can see very clearly with the Fibonacci extension, the Fibonacci retracement, which it's not that important to understand now what it is, but it basically gives you these resistance or support zones, and significant ones are the 0.5 and the 0.618, for example. The 0.236 that we are at the moment, which is basically the $168 price, it's not such a significant one. And if we can defend that, it indicates that we can see a quick move back to the upside. That's what normally happens. If it goes down further, we could go down to 155, and obviously that ties well together with the 150, the big 150 resistance level that we pumped through. But yeah, we could go down there, and significant Fibonacci levels are, or as I said, the 0.5, which is a price of 145, or 134 is another one. So, but hopefully we won't do that. Hopefully we will defend that line here. It's just interesting how that always works well together. You can see it tried to go back to this 168, and it really, with this Fibonacci tool here, it really shows that this is a resistance level. Now, what I want to show you now is the Fibonacci extension, which can give an indication of where we could be heading. So let's show you. Let me show you Fibonacci trend-based Fibonacci extension. So what I do, and I do it a little bit differently to how it's normally taught and done, because there are different ways. There are different ways how you can do that. Everybody needs to find their own strategy, really. But yeah, there are just different ways. And I show you the way that I learned. And I actually use both ways, but this one makes so much more sense to me in the current situation. So I need to select the tool again. 1 second. So I go the low here, the swing low. We go to the previous high, which is at 189. And what you would do traditionally, you would just go back to the low of the recent pullback. But what I will do, I will go back down to the where the impulse started. So this is one. Where was that? $1 pretty much, 101. And then we see which levels we get. So what's interesting then, this tool indicates, okay, shows you levels that could be hit and achieved in, or basically can act as resistance levels when after such a pullback, there will be another move to the upside. Yeah, so a trend continuation. And what we can see, and that is so interesting, I found that so funny, it just works again very well. If we go up, can you see that level here? That is the 161.8 Fibonacci extension. That is a significant, so one of the extension levels that people normally look at, the 161.8, and that pretty much lies at the all-time high. You can see where the candle closes, but you can also see where the price action, when we had this huge peak on the day that the all-time high took place, this pretty much lies not exactly at the top, and that's just sometimes in such a phase where there is such high volatility, just difficult. But it's really, I think it's very accurate. It's just so funny, and this just indicates that from now, if we can see a trend continuation, there isn't really a lot of resistance other than maybe the $2, which is a psychological one. But other than that, from a Fibonacci mathematics calculation point of view, we have this 242 level, which is quite funny actually that plays out like that. And if we go up further, we get to 329, 417, and these then, the reason I show you these is when we have a phase where we get to new all-time highs, there isn't really anything that could be used to determine, what is the next resistance level after the all-time high. So that gives at least some indication that, for example, the $3, very close to the $3 here, yeah, and it's a logical one because it's another psychological one. So if we then go up, it's 393, so just before $4, and 447, yeah. So these are levels, in my opinion, to watch out for. And we will see at a later stage, because my opinion only, please, my opinion only, 100% we will get to new all-time highs in the next few weeks. But that's only my opinion. Please don't use that to base your own trade decisions on. Please always do your own research. But these videos like that here, I do these to track price moves, show you interesting developments, talk about what I believe I can see in the chart, and hopefully it helps you to come to your own conclusions, and hopefully it's a bit entertaining as well. So this is pretty much what I wanted to talk about today. Tomorrow will be a very important day. As I said, I don't even know if I can sleep tonight. Well, hopefully I can. Otherwise I won't be able to do a video tomorrow, and hopefully you will hopefully you like these updates. If you do, please really smash the like button to make sure that other people see these videos as well, because it all helps the Cardano community. And if you want to follow me on this crypto journey, please subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.